In order to be successful, you gotta be delusional. Think about it. In order to be really successful, you gotta be delusional. Why? Because are there really any signs that proves that you are gonna be successful in life? Right? With me, I didn't come from millions of dollars. I didn't come from billions of dollars. I don't have nobody else in my family that figured out this stock shit. You feel me? I don't have no millionaire in my family. I don't have growing up, I didn't have nobody around me that was truly like, I look up to them success-wise. Somewhere where I would want to be in life. So in my head, my vision, it was no way that I would have seen myself being in a certain level in life. But what I had to do was rewire my brain. So I damn near had to be delusional as far as like, okay, I know I'm going to be rich. I know I'm going to have millions. I know I'm going to make it. I know I'm going to be successful in stocks. I know I'm going to be successful in these certain things. Without even any real data. Nothing is really telling me or showing me that I am, right? But my belief, my faith in myself. You feel me? So it's like, another reason why I say you got to be delusional too when it comes to be successful is because, bro, think about it, right? When you on your road to success, bro, it's going to be them trials and tribulations, right? And you're going to have those drawdowns. You're going to face animosity. You're going to face a lot of shit on your way to being successful in life, right? And if you don't believe in yourself enough or you're not delusional, you're going to quit in that process. You're going to quit in the middle of your process, bro. You feel me? So it's like, you gotta be delusional to where anything come your way, any adversity come your way, you can get through the shit. Right? No matter what, you're going to get through it. You do is figure out what you want for yourself. Because a lot of niggas is in certain positions in life, you know, and they say, oh yeah, I want $1 million. Oh yeah, I want to be rich, this, and this, and this. But it's like, do you really, bro? Do you really want this shit, or are you just saying that shit, dog? Are you just saying because you fucked up right now? Are you just saying that because, you in the trenches right now? Or are you saying that just because you in this, you feel what I'm saying? If you had $1 million already, would you still be saying you wanted to be even at a further point in life? If you had everything that you wanted right now in life, would you still be saying you want to become a better person? You feel me? So, we gotta identify that first. Right? So we gotta identify that first. You gotta identify, bro, do you really want this shit for real? What do you really want for your inner self? Once you figure that out, right, now you actually gotta act on this shit, dog. Because guess what, y'all? Nobody's gonna act on none of your goals besides you, bro. You may get a handout, you may get some help, you may get, a push here and there, right, from the people who really support and love you, but at the end of the day, all this shit gonna come down to you, my boy. You feel me? He said, I would be gone if I had an M. That's what I'm saying, bro. A lot of niggas, if they already was in the situation that they wanted to be in life, they would never strive anymore. That's the whole point I'm trying to make, gang. Is it no matter you got all of this shit right now, or not, you still gotta continue to strive, bro. Because at that point, you just only putting the money for, like, your whole thing is just the money. You feel me? It's not your relationship with God. It's not your personal development. It's not, your mental, your mindset. You feel what I'm saying? You either gonna do two things in life, bro. For one, you either gonna learn from your mistakes, or you either gonna learn from other people's mistakes. Think about what I just said. So in life, you either gonna learn from your mistakes or other people's mistakes. Now, right? If you can learn from your mistakes, that's fine. Figure out what you did wrong to make it better. But the even better thing that's gonna get you further in life, right? Even further, is learning from other people's mistakes. So the reason why I'm at where I'm at right now, and the reason why I'm headed towards where I'm headed towards now, is because I learned from a lot of niggas' others' mistakes, bro. Think about it. You feel me? Growing up, I seen my niggas doing the wrong shit that landed them in the wrong predicaments in life, in the wrong situations in life, and I said, you know what? I'm not finna do that. So it didn't have to take for me to go rob a bank to figure out that, nigga, you can't rob a bank and get away with the shit. It took for me to see my niggas do that dumbass shit and was, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's like, nigga, when your mama tell you, hey, that stove hot. I didn't touch it already. I just touched this bitch. So I'm telling you it's hot so you don't touch it. But you don't listen, and you actually seen her touch the stove and get burnt from the shit. But you still touch that bitch to figure out if it's hot, gang. Instead of learning from the mistake that you just saw her make. You feel me? So if we get better at learning from other motherfuckers' mistakes, we get a further lane in life, bro. 18 Jug, Real Ram, Austin 8, what up with y'all? Real shit, bro. He said, I have no experience. What you think? I can just download TradingView and copy your trades? Is that a good idea? No, bro. Hell nah, bro. Hold on, man. That nigga said, I got no experience. Do you think I could just download TradingView and just copy all your trades? No. You actually gotta learn this shit first, bro. My boy, you gotta really learn this shit first, bro. I don't want y'all having that mindset of, oh, I could just copy a nigga trade because this nigga good at trading. I don't really gotta figure this shit out for real. That's not gonna get you nowhere in life, gang. I'm trying to tell you, bro. You gotta at least wanna learn the basics, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me, bro? If you give a man a fish, he can only eat for that one day. If you teach him how to fish, he gonna eat for a lifetime. So if you give a man a signal, you give a man a trade to take, he only gonna eat that day. But if you really sit down and teach this man how to trade, he gonna eat for a lifetime. His family is gonna eat for a lifetime. That's the point that niggas is not getting, gang. They coming in with the mindset of, oh, I'm gonna just copy my nigga trades and then boom, boom, without even really learning and understanding the philosophy of all this shit, bro. You feel me? So I wouldn't recommend that, bro. That's why when people join my group, I automatically text them and say, hey, my nigga, make sure you take the course first. Make sure you watch the videos first. Make sure you go through everything thoroughly. Take notes. Look at the shit I'm doing. Pay attention to how I'm moving with my trades and all this type of shit first before you take any signal, bro. Paper trade first. Do certain shit first, gang. The money is gonna come, bro. I swear to God, gang. It's gonna flow. But just learn this shit first, my dog. But guess what? The benefit of being in my community, you can learn while you earn, bro. So my nigga Tyree still here. He learning while he earning while he learning in the community, gang. The nigga I just posted on my story today, he learning while he earning. So I'm not just saying, bro, fully just sit on the sidelines. No, I put you in position to learn this shit. But as you're learning this shit, right, you're actually investing and making money too, bro. So that's what I would recommend, bro. You feel me? A lot of niggas gonna just get on here and tell you, yeah, you could just copy all my shit and do this without learning because they just want your money, bro. I don't want y'all money, gang. Me, if you get into my program or not, that's not gonna hurt me, bro. Why? Because I actually make money from what the fuck I'm saying I'm doing. I actually make money from trading, nigga. I actually make money from investing, gang. So me not a person not buying or my program doesn't hurt me, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas, right, what they do is the niggas y'all be tapping in with don't really do what they selling y'all. You feel me? Or they selling y'all some shit they used to do. How the fuck you selling me a program off some shit you used to do, gang? You not even currently doing the shit. You feel me? Niggas see me in my group actively trading every day, actively investing, gang, while I'm teaching them. So y'all tap in with niggas who don't even actively do this shit. That's not me, bro. Swear to God. Swear to God, bro. This shit, right? But he understand, right? He understand that, okay, damn, I lost money in this shit. I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. So instead of him being a dumbass and keep making the same mistakes over and not getting nowhere, it clicked to him and say, oh shit, damn, I need a mentorship. Oh shit, damn, I need help. Oh shit, damn, I gotta lock in with somebody who really doing this shit. Oh damn, I gotta expand my learning curve. Oh damn, I gotta get my knowledge up. Oh damn, I gotta get more experience. You feel me? Certain shit is clicking in his head to, you know what I'm saying, want to progress with this shit the right way, gang. And I feel like a lot of people, they just hard-headed, bro. You understand? Okay, you're consistently losing money trading. You're consistently losing money investing, but you still don't want to take the time out to say, okay, bro, I see what I'm doing wrong. I need help. What is the problem with that, bro? Nothing is wrong with that. That's what you're supposed to. How do you think I got here? Do you literally think that I learned all this shit just for myself? So you mean to tell me I figured out the market? I didn't have to go look at no videos. I ain't have to go take no notes. I ain't have to go get a mentorship. I ain't have to go goddamn get experience, years and months in the market. I ain't have to go do a lot of shit in order for me to stop losing money in this shit. No, bro. You feel me? But it costs to tap in with me, bro. My program is not expensive at all, bro. This shit is less than a fucking... I don't even know how much a fucking 3.5 costs on the streets, gang. What that shit? I don't know, bro. $40 or something? That shit less than some pussy, gang. $40, bro. You know? Money is a tool, gang. Like, if you sit back and you really think about it, it's like, damn, money is only really used for a couple things. Or supposed to be used for really a few things, right? What is money used for, y'all? For one, buying stuff to improve your life, right? So, let's just say, buying you some shoes, buying you some nice shoes to make you feel good. That's what money is used for. Buying you a motherfucking, some dumbbells. If you to lift weights. You use money to, improve yourself, right? What else is money for? To make more money. So, to buy assets, to buy shit that appreciate in value. You feel me? So, money is a tool that way as well. So, money is a tool for a lot of shit, man. I just think that, often, especially growing up in these certain type of environments that we come up in our community, we use money for all the wrong shit when it's really only supposed to be used, if you think about it, for a couple things. You feel me? But here's the key though, right? Money can be used for all things, but you gotta use the money first for those specific things we talked about earlier first. And then, right? So before you go spend 1,000 on an outfit, my nigga, make sure you have 1,000 in a stock first. Once you got the 1,000 in a stock, then go spend you 1,000 on a fit. Because at that point, it makes sense, gang. You got money working for you. And then, okay, cool, you just spend some money on yourself to make yourself feel good. But where we fuck up at is where we just spend all the money on our fit, gang. If a nigga got 2,000, he not thinking, let me invest 1,000 and spend 1,000 on a fit. Instantly, he thinking, nigga, I'm finna spend a whole 2K on one fit. Nigga ain't even gonna try to get 4 outfits with the 2K. He gonna take the 2K and do one full fit, gang. Nigga gonna try to be the flyest nigga on earth. Like, niggas don't think, bro. That's all I'm saying, gang. It's cool to do what you want with the pay, but do the right shit with it first. That's how we gonna get further, bro. That's all. What I do is, right, I'm willing to spend anywhere from $1,000 to $3,500 for one contract. Alright, so peep game. For one contract, I'm willing to spend $1,000 to $3,500. For one contract, if it's any more than $3,500 for one contract, I'm not touching it. The contract that I want. So far as the open interest that I look for, the value, the volume I look for, the strike price, the expiration date, all the right shit that I look for, right? And if I find it in my contract, and if the contract is any more than $3,500 for that one contract, I'm not touching it. But here's the key. This is why I say that, right? Because I started to notice that, damn, whenever I buy the contract that I'm looking for, right, with the specific strike price, expiration date, open interest, volume, all the right shit, right? I started to notice that when that contract is any more than $3,500 that fits my risk management, and I buy it for $4,500 for that one contract, that motherfucker always end up going down to $3,500, gang, at some point in time while I'm in the same contract, or somewhere around that range. So $3,500, $3,600, $3,700. So what I did was I started to notice that, holy shit, this is when my contracts are going on sale. So if anything is higher than my risk management, how much I'm willing to spend for one contract, that means the stock price is too high at that point. The contract price is too high at that point. Let it come down to my risk management. Let it come down to where I'm comfortable and what I fit, what I wanted to, how much I want it to cost. Don't let me chase the contract. That way, when I know the contract that I want, right, with the open interest, the open interest, the volume, the strike price, the expiration date, all that type of shit, right, that I look for in the contract. When I see that specific contract, it's at my $3,500 and below for that one contract. That's how I know that my contracts are on sale. That's how I know when it's time to strike. That's how I know when it's time for me to get into stock. If you paying attention, you really just put that shit together, gang. I just taught you how to stop chasing contracts, how to stop chasing this shit. Figure out your risk. Figure out how much you willing to pay for one contract when it comes to your leaks or your swings, right? Right? So that's just all the auction, y'all. That's all the stock market. All the stock market is a big ass auction. Think about it. That's why you got bid and ask. Why do you think that it literally says bid and ask when you go to buy or sell? You think they just say that shit for, like, you know what I'm saying? It's bid and ask for a reason. I'm paying COVID numbers for, hell yeah, bro. No faking. Right? So the market work like this, y'all. If you got, let's just say Apple, right? I always break this shit down. Let's just say Apple is $100 per share, right? And you got the guy at the table, right? You know how they be with the auction and shit. They gonna say, okay, who wanna buy Apple stock for $100? All the billionaires and the millionaires in the room and shit, right? He say, who wanna buy Apple stock for $100? Typically, this is what it IPO for. This is what's on the market for right now. I just IPO for $100. And somebody comes out and says, I don't really think Apple is worth $100, or I don't want to pay $100 per share for Apple stock. Right? But just imagine everybody in that room feel that way. Then guess what? That value or that thought of Apple being $100 per share, that's gonna start to go down. They gotta lower that bitch. They gotta lower the price, y'all, because nobody's willing to pay for $100 a share anymore at that point. So now you gonna come on and say, okay, 95? Anybody 95? Y'all buy this bitch for 95? Everybody like, nah, hell nah. Okay, 90, 85, damn, anybody? Right? And then that motherfucker go to 80, a millionaire say, oh, I'll buy it at 80. I got it at 80. So then now what? Now what happened, y'all? A shift change. Now a shift change and go, somebody else say, okay, the guy say, 80. I got it at 80. I got it at 80. Somebody just bought it at 80. Anybody else? Right? Somebody bid the other guy higher up. He say, because he want that stock. He say, okay, shit, I'll pay 85 then. Fuck it, I'll pay 85. And he say, oh no, shit, 90. Now you get a visual of how that stock price is going back up in price. Then before you had a visual of how it's going down in price. Do that make sense? So it's like an auction. You feel me? That's how the bid and ask works. So when you trying to sell your contract for a limit sale of 11.85 and you don't get that field, why? Because nobody's willing to buy it from you for that, bro. You're trying to sell it. You're trying to sell this contract. Look, watch this. You trying to sell at this time, right? The contract price was 11.85, and you trying to sell that bitch, and you wondering why you don't get filled at 11.85 because what? Nobody's willing to buy the 11.85 no more. Right? That's when we get into bid, ask, and the spread. So that's all this shit is. It's an auction. Alright? Now, that's when you got market orders, right? So this is where the market come in play, right? Because you ever been in a situation where you try to sell limit and you just can't get that limit sale because what we just explained, and then you got to sell that bitch market. You feel me? But that's just, the market is really just the market price for it. You know what I'm saying? It's not me and you willing to pay for it. That's just like the brokerages and the algorithm and all that type of shit. You feel me? That's not really like me and you, bro. Do that make sense? My boy Official Sean, as soon as I find out, okay, my strike price, my open interest, my volume, my expiration date, all the things I want, and then I have my risk management, right? my risk management down pack, either $1,000 or $3,500 for one contract. If that specific contract that I want is $4,500, let me wait to it to come to $3,500 and below. That way, boom, off rip, I know it's on a discount. I'm not chasing that contract. I'm not chasing the stock. Do that make sense, y'all? Come with this shit. But if I'm being honest, man, if this shit was like a game or a video game or something, bro, I do this shit still every day, gang, without even getting paid for this shit. That's how much, like, I love this stock shit, bro. Like, real shit, dog. And you know what's crazy? Because since a kid, I always knew. Y'all know y'all got that feeling where it's like, damn, ever since I was little, I always knew, like, some specific thing was for me, or I always felt a specific way about something. Bro, I've always had a thing for finance, bro. Like, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's because of, you know, we grew up in poverty, that it made me want, you know, money, and it made me want certain things in life, and it made me want, you know, to get in the fight. I don't know, and maybe it was that, but I just know that since I've been a kid, bro, I've always been in the finance, and it just so happened to be that stocks found me, and this is finance, gang. Like, this is what this is. This is the industry that this shit is in, bro. I felt finesse. This is why I say I felt finesse, gang. Because think about it. I spent 12 years in school. I spent 12 fucking years in school and didn't hear the word stock one time. Didn't hear the word investing one time. Didn't hear the word trade one time, gang. Besides trade school. Going to a fucking, you feel what I'm saying? But not no investing shit, gang. Not no money shit, right? But look, I looked at it like this. If they would have taught this shit in school, if they would have had somebody come into school and at least spark my brain on this shit, y'all know the earlier you start investing, the better. So y'all just shorted me 12 years of my life. Gang, I could have been had my mom or somebody open me a custodial account and got investing for me. I would have been damn near almost a millionaire already, bro. Instead, nigga, I'm starting at 19 when I could have been starting at 5 years old. If y'all would have told me about the shit, I would have been on my way, bro. That's how I feel about the school shit, bro, when it comes to, like, the stocks and investing, gang. I feel like y'all finesse me, gang. Y'all finesse me out of 12 extra years of my life, bro. I could have been already up a million. You know, with investing, gang, the earlier you start, the better. So I started at 19. I could have started at 5, bro. Y'all would have brought this shit up in school. I would have went home, told my mom about the shit, and my mom would have, you know what I'm saying, been putting $5 in, this, and this. And been working the machine since I was a little nigga. And then now, boom, I'm 18, I get out of school. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm on my way. I got the ball in my hand. But they shorten us on purpose, y'all. They don't want us to know this shit. This is why I came out with a program. This is why I'm spreading awareness how I do, because, y'all, people say I'm gatekeeping, but nigga, how the fuck am I gatekeeping? America is gatekeeping, eh? Your teachers is gatekeeping. You know what I'm saying? It's not me. I got the sauce, gang. It's just, nigga, you gotta pay for it. It's not that I'm gatekeeping, nigga. All the sauce is in the program, my nigga. It's just, you feel like I'm gatekeeping because you don't want to pay for this shit. You see a young black male, you know, trying to do something positive for his community, his environment, and you just don't want to invest in yourself, bro, so I'm gatekeeping. But just like I said on my other live, niggas don't get mad at a college for charging you $30,000 a year to go learn some bullshit, to go work a job that pays you less than what you in debt for, bro. You don't say that they're gatekeeping, gang. You don't get under their comments and say, oh, you selling a course. Oh, you selling a program. Oh, you don't go blow down on the colleges, my nigga. But you blow down on my post, gang. And I'm not even charging my people $30,000 to learn this shit. I'm charging them $50, my nigga. But you won't get mad at a college charging you $30,000 a year for 4 years straight to go learn some shit that don't even pay you $100K a year and you $100K in debt. Bro, we getting finesse, gang. Our whole mindset is fucked up, bro. Real shit. Knowledge is power. You gotta power swear, bro. Like, the shit I just broke down to y'all about the contracts, bro, I shouldn't be telling y'all that. Why? Because it's people who's willing to invest in themselves, invest in me to learn that shit. That's a part that's in my program, gang. That's real sauce, nigga. That sauce I just gave you can really make you some real money, bro. You can put two and two together. Do you know it hurt my heart, gang? Do you know it had hurt my heart, bro? When I seen certain niggas that, imagine, bro, friends you grew up with these niggas, gang. You was in the trenches with these niggas. These your niggas you grew up with, gang. To get older and see these niggas in jail, dead, or fucked up because they put their life on the line for petty money, gang, at an early age and fuck their whole life up just for me to be 22 and be making this shit from my phone, the same shit these niggas risk their life for, gang. If only we would have had the knowledge, if only they would have waited, if only they would have had the guidance, if only they would have had the education, the knowledge, the certain things, bro. These niggas be right here with me, gang, instead I'm down there by myself, bro. So the shit he just said is real shit, bro. I feel like that shit mean a lot to me, gang. I swear to God, bro. Yeah, bro. And like, you know what's crazy, y'all? Because I always wanted a way to make money from like a computer or a phone. I always thought that was raw as fuck. Like, I swear I don't know what it was, but I'm like, I used to see certain people on YouTube doing it and certain people doing things. And I'm like, yeah, I can't believe this nigga really make money from his phone. Like, this nigga don't gotta pick this up and put it over here to make no money, gang. Like, what the fuck? This nigga just pick up his phone and press a couple buttons and this nigga, you know what I'm saying? I always thought that shit was hard, bro. And it's like, stocks just, when that shit found me, I just knew it was for me, bro. I was like, damn, this is my way. This is my way to be able to make money from my phone. This is my way to be able to, you know, make money from my computer, gang. Like, damn, I'm like, damn, this some real shit, bro. You know, first of all, you gotta have a system. You gotta have a system that works, right? Once you see and you get a gauge or a hold of that system that works, you want to see 3 to 6 months of consistency. right? And when I say consistent, I don't mean, 3 to 6 months, you just taking no losses, right? You may take some losses here and there, but what you want to see is you want to look at your P&L and you want to see your wins greater than your losses. Or you want to see, even if your losses were small, you want to see a significant more amount of wins than losses you took, right? So you want to see certain things that what you look for when you look at your P&L in that 3 to 6 month time frame. Then that's when you know you're ready to scale up. Because this is the thing, y'all. I figured it out. Once you get the system, holy shit, the amount of money you can make is unlimited. It's all about the system, though. So niggas really go in this shit just thinking about the money, not really trying to develop the system, not knowing that, gang, the secret to this shit is the actual system, because all you gotta do is scale up if you want to make more money. So that's what I figured out, bro. That's where at the point where I figured out where, okay, cool, I done went 3 to 6 months straight consistency. Now I know that my system worked. I'm guaranteed, damn near guaranteed money, bro. Like real shit, I'm damn near guaranteed. Now, okay, depending on how much money I want to make, depending on now, okay, it depends on me scaling up, right? So I done found that 3 to 6 month time frame where I'm consistent as hell, right, with my system. Now it's just about scaling up. But how do you scale up? We know you want to scale up, right, from, okay, let's say on average 2 contracts to 4 contracts, full position size. But you don't want to go in your starter position 4 contracts. So your full position size is 4 contracts, right? And your starter position, meaning, your initial movement in the trade, you put in a full 4 contracts. What are you going to do when that motherfucker pull back, gang? You can't even average in no more if you need to average in. Because you done already put in your full size, the initial starter position. Do that make sense? So we still got to play, all right, I'm looking at it like, okay, damn, I'm ready to size up, but I still can't rush this shit. I still got to be patient. Let me still go in 2 contracts now. Let me see what the stock do. If it initially pop off the 2 contracts, all right, cool, I made money. It is what it is. But if this motherfucker pull back, I know I'm ready to scale up. Let me throw in 2 more contracts then. Let me throw in 3. Now I'm in damn near full size. Let me break it down for y'all. In money saying, if you keep buying the dip, what happens when you keep buying the dip and that bitch keep dipping? Or what happens when you keep buying the dip so much and you run out of chips? You know what I'm saying? So it got to be strategic points that you average in and buy the dip on, gang. You never, and this is for, honestly, bro, this is for all points of trade. Even if you day trade, you're not supposed to really go in full size. It's cool to full port, but is it smart? Hell no, bro. Think about it, gang. Because you have no opportunity to lower your average cost to get it. Sitting cash. People not understanding that sitting cash is a position, bro. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people think that all their money got to be invested at that one specific time, gang, the whole fucking time. When in reality, no, you don't want that, bro. Cash is a trade, bro. Cash is a position. Cash is an investment, gang. Leaves you with, for 1, comfortability. It leaves you with, for 2, confidence. And it leaves you with 3, wiggle room. Your back not against the wall, gang. So if you do have to average in, guess what? All your money wasn't invested. You got cash in on the side to average in if you need to do that. If the market chooses to decides that it want to go fully one way, the opposite way that what you in. So if you in cause and the market want to decide that they want to go down, you can't buy the dip or you can't average in. Because all your money is invested at this full specific one time. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how many trades I take, no matter how many trades I'm getting, I'm always thinking cash. Oh shit, how much do I got sitting cash on the side? How much buying power do I have? How much investing capital do I have left? You feel what I'm saying? We gotta start making that shit a priority in our investment account game when we trading. Every day I'm taking risks, bro, with my money, dog. Investing and trading in this shit. You think it ain't risking this shit? It's risk, gang. Like, but it's just, bro, you limit your risk based off your knowledge, man. That's what I try to tell people. My uncles and everybody told me, oh, watch them stocks, bro, that shit risky. Or watch, you know what I'm saying? People lose money in this. But guess what, bro? They was never knowledgeable of this shit. They never seen a nigga make consistent money doing this shit. So all they thinking is risk. And they letting the thought of risk stop them from actually becoming rich, gang. From actually making money, bro. Just on some shit that you feel like you seen or feel like you heard or something, you know? You feel me? But I always knew, gang, with this stock shit, just like anything else, bro, it's risk. Nigga, it's risk. It's risk playing it safe. It's risk, bro, if you go to college for 4 years straight. How the fuck do you absolutely know you're gonna get a good ass career that you want? How you even know that you really gonna like the career, gang? So you done went to college for 4 years plus straight, got this fucking degree or master's or whatever, right? Got the career you wanted, and come to a realization, bro, this shit ass. I don't even want to do this shit no more, gang. So you done wasted 5+ years to figure out that you ain't even really want to do that shit, bro. You feel me? So it's risk doing anything, gang. It's risky, nigga, working a job for 60 years. Why? Because when you retire, nigga, all they're gonna give you is this weak ass Social Security, weak ass pension fund. You know what I'm saying? And expect you to live off some cheap ass shit every month, gang. It's risk doing that shit, bro. So no matter what lane somebody tell you, or lane that you tell that person that you're in and they hit you with that it's risky shit, tell them, bro, what you're doing is risky too, nigga. You feel me? So you can't try to pin that on me and let that shit try to stop my dreams and my goals in life, my nigga. Hell no.
Stocks isn't about being a genius. It's about being on the right side at the right time. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to be good at stocks. You just need to have a profitable system that gives you the highest probability of being on the right side at the right time. That's all I'm doing, bro.
Think about it. I have a system, a profitable system that just so happened to land me on the right side at the right exact fucking time, gang. For me to make some money off this shit. What is it? Holy shit, I figured it out. I have a profitable system that's giving me the edge, that's giving me a higher probability of landing on the right side at the right time. It's not even about that I'm the smartest nigga on earth, or it's not about that I know everything about the charts, or I know everything fundamentally. I just know certain shit that works, that's landing me in a certain fucking, like, in a certain place in time with the stock shit, gang, that's paying me. That's all this shit is, bro, when it comes to trading, gang. I'm like, damn. You literally don't, niggas think you gotta know every indicator, know every charting pattern, know every fucking financial thing. You don't, bro. You just gotta find a certain shit that works, gang. The shit that you know that works, bro, build on that and go from there. That shit gonna land you in the right spot every time with this shit. Right? So even if, right, my trading style works for me, if I go teach it to somebody else verbatim, they're still not gonna be able to copy how I trade verbatim, gang. It's still gonna be little twists and tweaks and turns and little shit that they're gonna have to figure out that works best for them in their way. How do you think I found my system? Nigga, all my system is based off another nigga's system that worked. Y'all not getting me, bro. Y'all don't understand this shit, bro. All my system is some shit that I found from another nigga who I tapped in with. His shit worked, and all I did was make my tweaks to fit me. Bro, y'all gotta keep up, man, with you, gang. There's so many fucking key components to this stock shit that it'll fucking drive you insane. Because you got so many different things, bro. You got psychology, risk management. You got fucking character development. You got fundamental analysis, technical analysis. You got fucking economics. You gotta know the outside world. You gotta know what's going on in the outside world. The interest rates, the goddamn, all this shit, gang. The tariffs, all this outside economic shit that plays a part within the market. You feel me? You gotta understand institutions, BlackRock, Vanguard. You gotta understand how hedge funds, certain things. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's just say, for example, if it's a million things to learn about the market, bro, I probably only know about 10,000 of that shit. You feel me? That's how much of this shit it is to learn, gang. This shit crazy. The mindsets. The reason why I was so fucking good long-term investing was because I had a long-term mindset. Nigga, I was thinking about my future. So every investment decision that I was making in my portfolio, nigga, I was making that decision with extreme caution. Nigga, I was making those decisions with my life on them. I was making sure I wasn't picking bullshit stocks. I was making sure I was buying at the best price I could buy this bitch at. Because I'm thinking, nigga, I'm putting my hard work money in here. This is long-term investing. These are my assets. These are my, you feel what I'm saying? This is my ownership. I'm going to hold this shit for life. So I'm dependent on this shit to make me rich and wealthy. So I was making the best investment decisions possible, gang. But with trading, nigga had a short-term mindset. Because that's what they teach us when we first initially get into this shit. So I'm not being as selective with my trades and my investment, with my trades as I am with my investments. I'm trading bullshit stocks that I shouldn't be trading. I'm goddamn picking weekly contracts. I'm doing all these certain things that is like, dang, if I just did exactly, or took at least the psychology and the fundamental part and switched it over to the trading, then I would get the same results. And that's what I did, and that's when it clicked for me. Think about it, right? When I start being more strategic with my trades, how I am with my long-term investments, it made a nigga a better trader, gang. Because now it's certain criteria for the company to even have for me to even touch that bitch. I don't care what the stock doing. That bitch could be blowing through the roof every day to the upside. I'm not gonna trade it, gang. I don't care if it don't fit the shit that I look for fundamentally or technically, like I would with my long-term investment. For example, if I know I wouldn't buy shares at its 52-week fucking high, why am I buying swinging calls trading a stock at its 52-week high? It don't make sense, gang. If I know I wouldn't buy the stock long term, why the fuck am I trading it in the short term? It don't make sense, gang. Think about it. If I don't have enough confidence to buy this bitch in my long-term portfolio, why would I trade the shit short term? Why am I even touching this bitch if I wouldn't even own it? That's the type of little shit that started to click for me, gang, and made me a fucking better trader, better investor, gang. Literally combine the two. Niggas always said that long-term investing and trading are two different mindsets. Don't get me wrong, they are. But in actuality, that really only occurs to day trading. That shit don't occur to elite trading, swing trading, gang. You can merge the two, bro. You can combine them bitches, gang. I can't give y'all too much sauce, man. I don't get why, people don't even got a fucking long-term portfolio but want to trade. Like, my nigga, you don't even got no stocks first, but you want to trade options, gang. It's like we be too in a rush for shit, man. I don't know, bruh. Like, at least one stock, my nigga. You don't got one stock you own before you try to trade? Damn, bro. But a lot of niggas don't even build out any long-term portfolios having long-term stocks, and they suck at trading. So now, nigga, you just assed out. You don't got no stocks, and you an unprofitable trader. You just shitty at this point, gang. Oh, bro, think about it. At least I had money working for me, gang. At least I had a portfolio, and I was shitty trading. You feel me? So basically, I'm break even. But niggas don't even got a portfolio. Niggas don't even got no long-term stocks, and you don't even know how to trade, gang. This shit don't make sense, bro. Swear to God. Work out. Why as soon as you get into the trade, 1 second go by, and you rushing this, you ready to get out the trade, gang? You can't even get your trade 1 second to play out, my nigga? So you mean to tell me you want this bitch to pop immediately as soon as you get in that bitch? You don't want to give it no time, gang. Like, just, it don't make sense, bro. So that's what a big thing is, learning curve. Niggas just are hard-headed, bro. People don't want to learn. They will sit here and rather be an unprofitable trader rather than actually lock in and learn from somebody who's fucking profitable. I never understood that shit, bro. It don't make sense. Okay? You know Curry got damn near a 99% rate of hitting this bitch every single time. And you know your jumper just pure ass, gang. You can't shoot, bro. You know that shit. Everybody else know that shit. But instead of you goddamn going to go seek advice, seek mentorship, seek help, seek guidance, leadership from Curry to figure out how the fuck do this nigga got a 99% win rate of hitting every single shot this nigga throw up. You want to keep shooting them bullshit ass shots, bro. It don't fucking make sense, gang. Like, niggas be thinking I just be trolling, but I be dead ass, gang. This is how niggas think. You would think like, damn, that don't even make sense, Chris. Like, I would, but trust me, bro. Niggas don't think like that, bro. Niggas don't think to go seek mentorship and guidance. Niggas want to be hard-headed, gang. Niggas don't want to unlearn certain shit that they learned, bro. Like, this shit crazy. If I know my jumper ass, and I'm seeing a nigga who got a 99% win rate of every time he shoot that bitch going in, then I'm not finna go ask that nigga, bro, how you get your jumper like that, gang? Instead, I'm just gonna sit on the sideline, knowing my jumper ass. This shit don't make sense, bro. This shit retarded, man. Swear to God, bro. Honest, bro. I would say, nigga, don't even really touch options till you 18, bro. I would say go full court, just long-term investing, bro. Get really good at that shit. Learn how to break down companies, my nigga. It's gonna save you, bro. Learn how to break down companies, bro. Fundamentally. Learn how to build out a strong portfolio, my nigga. Learn them charts, bro. Learn how to find a stock's value on the price chart, gang. Learn charting, bro. Learn technical and fundamental analysis for 2 years straight. Long-term investing, gang. While you 16, do that shit for 2 years straight. Be paper trading options. Don't touch options with your real money. You could be learning this shit, but don't touch it with your real money until you're 18. Give yourself the 2-year time frame to master long-term investing, bro. Because remember, long-term investing comes first, bro. That's the safe money. That's the name in the game right there, my nigga. I don't want you to ever forget that. And the younger you start, the better, bro. You're 16 right now. You need to be long-term investing right now, gang. You can't open your brokerage account right now by yourself. You have to get a custodial account. So you get one of your parents or whoever your guardian is, get them to open your custodial, bro. You feel me? You can still manage it yourself, but they just gotta open it for you, bro. But that's what I would recommend, my nigga. That's what I would do, gang. You know, if I started at 16, I started at 19, so nigga, I had to get to the money first. I had to learn trading and investing at the same time. I couldn't just do, nigga, long-term investing and take my time with the shit. You know what I'm saying? My back was against the wall. I had to go straight trading and investing, bro. 18. I would say, bro, honestly, shit, learn trading, bro. You 18, I would say do this, right? 5 of that, put 5 of that. No, learn trading with 2,500 of that, right? The rest of the money, about 10K, right, go straight long-term investing. So learn long-term stocks, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna thank me later, gang. You gonna thank me later, bro. Like, learn long-term investing, bro, with that, with about 10K of that, right? Start to build you out a portfolio, bro. Because guess what? That 10K that you put on the stocks now while you 18, bro, that shit's gonna be well over 100,000 in the next, you know what I'm saying? In the next few years, gang. If you invest it right? So I would say start to learn long-term investing and just invest in shares with 10K. You learn options, bro, because even if, you know, you got a good career, you got a good job or wherever you headed at, options going to be a really good skill for you to learn, bro. But I don't want you really taking 5K to learn it, and because you don't really know what you're doing right now. Once you learn and get your knowledge up, I would say take about 2,500 of that to learn, okay? Even being paper trade first, do certain things first before you risk your real capital, all right? And then the rest of that money, you know, shit, just put to the side, you know what I'm saying, just keep that money isolated, all right? But what I was saying is, right, this is why you need to keep going with your goals in life, bro. Because I watched that man damn near basically really come from nothing, bro. Like, And it was crazy because, bro, I was sitting in my room 2 years ago, bro, and I was so inspired by when I went on his page. So imagine you seeing a nigga, right, who's saying, bro, I'm gonna be this, and this, and this, and this in a few years, right? And then you don't see him for a while. I had really forgot about him, gang. I didn't even know, like, you know, like, I had forgot about my nigga, bro. But then the man grinded so much that he popped up on my timeline, and I went to his thing. I was like, bro, this nigga look really familiar. Then I was like, oh, damn, this the nigga Ryan Bands who said all this shit that he was gonna learn trading and learn business and all these things, gang. And he accomplished all of that shit, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. I wish I could go back and find him. And that shit really, he don't even know, bro, that he really one of the niggas that made me, bro, at the time, gang, I was in the middle of this shit, bro. When I came across, bro, he really motivated the fuck out of me, bro. He don't even know that me seeing him really inspired a nigga to keep going, gang, at the time that, at the time that I was at in life with this trading shit, bro. Like, dog, you gotta keep going, bro. No matter, even if it's not stocks and trading, bro, you gotta keep going, bro. Because it's gonna click, my nigga. As long as you really know what you want for yourself, I'm telling you, gang, God gonna put that shit right in your hands, bro. Real shit.